Energy is the essence of progress when we begin with clarity and purposes. Every step we take carries momentum. Let today's session be driven by knowledge, positivity, and meaningful learning. By enjoying the dawn beauty, good evening to all the dignitaries, society members, speakers, and all the participants. It is a pleasure to have you all with us. Your presence makes this session even more special, and I am sure today will be full of learning and inspiration. Today is the day 2 of Agri SAARTHI PRAN 2025. We all are gathered here for 7 days national online training program on natural farming. I am Kanishka Yadav, your today's coordinator for this amazing session. Our today's session is in 2 halves, in which we are going to have some knowledge about nutritional security and national mission on natural farming in first half, and about natural farming, economics, policies, and way forward in next half. Revising for yesterday's session, we get to learn about what are the major issues in Indian agriculture, and we get to know about natural farming and its method, how natural farming is different from organic farming. By getting deep inside the knowledge of natural farming, also its principle, the way it affects on global and Indian market. We also get to know the nutrition production effect in rice and wheat, also about impact of global warming in agriculture. We also know about SRB, the Southern Rice Black Streak Dwarf Virus, also known as rice dwarfism. Also, how microbes play major role in agriculture. This is all what we learned yesterday. Now, starting our session, I feel immense pleasure for welcoming our today's speaker, Dr. Manisha Verma, Subject Matter Specialist and Training Institute, Kurukshetra, under the Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Haryana. Dr. Verma holds a PhD in agronomy from CCSHU and ICR CSSRI, Karnal. Her specialization lies in subsurface solidity recrimination using custodial machine, and she has significant experience in natural farming with 1.5 years of dedicated work in this area. With such rich academic background and practical expertise, she has been continuously contributing to the advancement of sustainable and natural farming practices, benefiting both farmers and the agriculture sector. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me extending a warm welcome to Dr. Manisha Verma. And now I invite her to kindly come forward and share her thoughts. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, Kanishka, for this warm welcome. Thank you so much. Am I audible too, all of you? Am I
Ji,
audible?
Doctor. Ji, Doctor, we are audible.
Okay.
Please.
So first of all, good evening to all of you. Myself, Dr. Manisha. And first of all, I want to thank Sarthi Society and the organizing secretary, Mr. Ajay, for organizing this 7 days training program on natural farming for sustainable agriculture and giving me opportunity to deliver a lecture in this training program. And again, I'm very thankful to Dr. O.P. Chaudhary, Principal College of Agriculture, Call, and Chairman Natural Farming Committee, Haryana. So today we will discuss the food and nutrition security and what is the role of National Mission on Natural Farming, this NMNF, in fulfilling the food and nutrition security. So we will forward. So we all of has been continuously in confusion with the food security and nutrition security. What is food security? What is the nutrition security? Are these two terms are same or different? Are these overlapping terms? So we will discuss about these two terms and what is the role of this mission in this. And along with this, in the end, we will discuss the research aspect, as I know that this audience in this training program is mostly scientists and the research PhD scholars and research workers. So we will discuss the research gap in the natural farming and what are the scope of the research in this natural farming. So, food security. Food security is basically four components: availability, accessibility, stability, and utilization. Then we will discuss the first component, availability. So availability includes the physical availability of the food. It indicates the what is the food production in the country, what are the stock levels of the country, and what are the net needs. So physical availability, each household must have the physical availability. And then second includes the accessibility. If a nation is producing enough food grains, it does not include that each and every household is accessible to the food. So, accessibility, it means the economic accessibility. It includes the resources, that is, how much income is gaining a household and how much the expenditure they are bearing on buying the food. Another one is the utilization. Utilization means the diet diversity and the distribution. It doesn't mean that we do not have to waste of food or something. It means the utilization of the energy intake or calorie intake or protein intake in our body. It includes the biological utilization of food in the body. Another one is the stability. Stability includes the resilience to the changes and the storage. If our food intake, suppose if your food intake is adequate today, so you are still can be considered as a food insecure person if you are having inadequate access to the food on a periodic basis. You have to be have a stable pattern of the food intake for a long time so that you can be classified as stable in terms of food security. So when all people at all the times have physical and economic access to the sufficient, safe, and nutritious food to meet the dietary needs, we can say that we have achieved the food security. There has been a long journey of food security in India. First of all, in 1960s, when our nation was the food deficit, our nation cannot provide the couldn't provide the food to each and every citizen. India has exported food grains under the PL 480 scheme, in which the US government has exported the surplus grains to the developing nations under PL 14. Then in 1970s, the Green Revolution has come. So India has become self-sufficient in food production. India has grown enough food. Then in 1990s, economic reforms that include the liberalization, globalization, and privatization, so that the India had become the next exporter of the agriculture produce. So, due to the economic reforms in 1991, the privatization in the agriculture sector boosts the export system, export of the food grains, and the India has become the exporter of the food grains. Then, in 1997, the targeted PDS system has been launched to secure the people who are below poverty line to distribute food grains through the fair price shop. Then in 2013, National Food Security Act. By this time, the nation has produced enough food grains, but there was a lacuna in the food security. So 81.3 crore people has received the subsidized foods, approximately rupees 3 per kg rice, rupees 2 per kg wheat, and rupees 1 per kg coarse grain. If we talk about the food security in India, the situation now, we are holding a strong position in the export and in terms of food security. Agriculture and livestock are the main source of income. We know the 70% of our rural household in India are engaged in agriculture and livestock. So we have 17.94%. We are contributing the agriculture sector is contributing in India's growth value added at current price in financial year 2024 and 25. And there has been a six-fold increase from pre-independence to now we are celebrating this year the 79th Independence Day. So we have achieved 354 million tons of the food grain production in 2025. We also have become the net food exporter. We hold the ninth position in as the largest exporter of agriculture produce in the world. And this graph also show that there has been 67% increase in the export growth as compared to the last year. As compared to the last decade, within the 10 years, we have achieved 67% increase. So now this slide shows the data regarding to the food grain production. As compared to the last financial year, food grain production has increased around 6.52%. Uh, this last column indicates the percent change as compared to the last year. So rice, wheat, maize, coarse cereals, pulses, oilseed, groundnut, soybean, rapeseed, and mustard, they have shown the considerable positive change in terms of production. So, food security, the government has taken initiative to overcome the issues of the food security. So, some initiatives are the National Food Security Mission, Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana, Integrated Scheme on oilseed pulses, palm oils, and maize, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, and e-marketplace. So, government has taken many initiatives to overcome the food security, but there are some challenges in India. And these are climate change, water scarcity, regional imbalance, land degradation, small land holding, nutrition insecurity. So climate change and water security, these are scarcity, these are the burgeoning issues nowadays, and we will discuss these two issues in the upcoming session in this training. So right now we will discuss the nutrition insecurity. Nutrition insecurity, it includes the malnutrition, stunting, wasting, and anemia in the children and women. The food security includes the nutrition security. We have achieved the food security. India has become a food deficient to food sufficient nation, but still we are not achieving the sustainable goals in terms of the nutrition security. There is an index called the Global Hunger Index. Global Hunger Index is a very important index that can specify a country that it has in the low category or moderate category or extremely alarming category based on the scale from 0 to 100. So if the value lies less than or equal to 9.9, it indicates that this global hunger index of the nation is low. It means that is quite okay. And if it is 20 to 34.9, the value it indicates the severe situation. And if the value lies above 50 or equal to 50, it means the nation is extremely alarming situation. The Global Hunger Index includes the undernourishment, that is, the human beings are not intaking the proper nutrition, child stunting, child wasting, child mortality. This graph shows, according to Niti Aayog, the multidimensional poor. This we can see that the color multidimensional poverty index of the India in year 2022 and 23. So we can this child stunting. This child stunting is the low weight for age, and this child wasting, it means the low weight for height. The child mortality, it means the death of the child before the fifth birthday. So this is the global hunger index. And if you talk about the Indian situation, with regard to the global hunger index, we live at serious situation. The in 2023, the 28.7, which is considered as serious. We are still the lacuna in the nutrition security and food security. The starting the 35.5% of the children 5 age are stunted. This 18.7% of the children underage are wasted, and around 50% of the uh, Indian population have been considered as as in micronutrient deficit. So severity, if we talk about the severity of the malnutrition in India, 35.5, as I talk about 35.5% of the children under age are 19.3% are wasted, 32.1% are underweight, and 3% are overweight. And malnutrition also in the women aged between 15 to 49 years is 18.7%. Anemia, we can see that here the men, women, adolescent boys, girls, pregnant women, and children. There is no age that has been left that is not affected with the anemia. Around 74% of the Indian population cannot afford the healthy diet, and 39.4% of the population fell short of the nutrient adequate diet. So government has taken initiatives to fulfill the nutritional security. It includes the National Food Security Act, Poshan Abhiyan, Integrated Child Development Services, Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana, Midday Meal Scheme, National Rural Livelihood Mission, and another one is the National Mission on Natural Farming. And we will talk about this National Mission on Natural Farming. So we have discussed that there is a problem of the nutrition security in India. As in the earlier session taken up by the Dr. Hazom, he has discussed that the nutrition quality of the food grains and the vegetables has declined up to 50% as compared to the varieties we have grown during the Green Revolution. So to cover up this nutrition aspect, if we continue this pesticide or this fertilizer application, the overdose of the fertilizer application, we will lose the nutritional aspect of our diet. So, National Mission on Natural Farming has been started, has been approved by the cabinet during the 25th November 2024 to fulfill the aspect of the nutritional security and to rejuvenate our soil health and soil productivity. So the benefit of this mission, it aims to promote the natural farming or traditional farming practices for providing the safe and nutritious food for all. That is number one. And to design to support the farmer to reduce the input cost of the cultivation. So basically, what is natural farming? Natural farming, first of all, is a chemical-free farming. We all know that. It includes the livestock, preferably the local breed of the cow, desi cow, and integration of the natural farming methods, crop diversification in the Indian traditional knowledge. Natural farming, it recognizes the interdependence of the natural ecosystem among soil, water, microbiome along with the human requirement. Okay, yes. So now objectives of this mission. The first of all, the objective of this mission is the nature-based sustainable system of farming by enhancing the on-farm-made natural farming bioinput to reduce the cost. We know that the farmers are having a lot of burden of the cost of cultivation. They are applying pesticide, fertilizer, beyond their limit and beyond the soil's limit to increase the production. But by the time he has been in the debt and he has been increased the cost of cultivation so much that the profit has become low. So to improve the soil health, to enhance the soil health, the natural farming has came and this mission has been started to reduce the cost because in natural farming, the farmer has to prepare the bio inputs like Jivamrit, Ghanjivamrit, Agnyastra, and many more bio inputs for that can be used as a fertilizer and also pest as a insect control input. So to reduce the cost, so in in terms of farmer, we can say that we can increase the income of the farmer in two ways, either increase the production or decrease the cost of cultivation. But in today we can say that we can't increase the production because we have been in a stagnant position. Now we are in a stagnant position. We can't increase the production, but we can decrease the cost of cultivation. And another objective is the to popularize the livestock. So earlier, the farmer used to keep three or four or five or six numbers of livestock population in his household, but now they are not having that much number of the livestock, cows or buffaloes, whatever they are having as an animal husbandry component. So the linkage between the livestock and the agriculture has been low, and there is a lacuna between the uh, agriculture and the animal husbandry. So to popularize this livestock and agriculture linkage, this mission has been started. Another one is to strengthen the on-farm agroecological research and knowledge-based extension capacities of the ICR institutions, KVKs, agriculture universities. The ICR, KVKs, and agriculture universities have to come forward to fulfill the aims and objectives of this mission. To build upon the own farm experience of the practicing natural farmers and scientific experts, so that we can involve and improvise the location specific natural farming package and practice. We will discuss that later in the research camp. To establish scientifically supported common standards and easy farmer friendly certification procedure. In India, only PG system for organic produce is there, but for natural produce, there is no certification till now. So this mission has also come forward to provide the certification for the natural produce also, to create and to promote a single national brand for the naturally grown chemical-free produce. So components of the mission are promotion of the natural farming practices, capacity building for the farmers, and in this mission, financial assistance has also been provided to farmers to pursue this natural farming, research and development, certification and branding, soil health and water conservation, farmer outreach, monitoring and evaluation. Around 2,481 crore budget has been allotted to this mission for up to 2025-26 financial year, and around 1,584 crores, 64% of the budget will be beared by the central government, and rest of the budget will be beared by the state government. The mission has prioritized some areas for the adoption of the natural farming. First priority will be the area falling under the 5 kilometer corridor on either side of the Ganga River. And another most important is the rain-fed and traditionally low and no fertilizer input users for default natural farming areas. So the idea behind the rain-fed and traditionally low input users, because the farmers of this area, this particularly low input users, they are easy to understand or easy to explain that we have to reduce this pesticides, or we have to reduce this overdose. They are easy to adopt. They will easily adopt the natural farming. But in the regions like Haryana and Punjab, the farmers are quite sturdy in using these pesticides and fertilizer. So they are very if we prioritize this area, this high input using area, the farmers the adoption will be low. So another one is the hilly, tribal, and high forest land district and remotely located district, which due to the other compulsion are low agrochemical uses areas. So administrative structures has been created in this mission at the national and the state level. National Steering Committee has been constituted, then National Executive Committee to execute this mission. A natural farming cell has been constituted, which will manage the ICR, local natural farming institutions, manage as a knowledge partner for extension to provide the training, and National Center of Natural Farming has been created. And right now, 18 centers has been created for the certification and the bioresource input centers. At the state, district level and block, similar these committees has been constituted at state and district level also to disseminate this natural farming. The key provisions in natural farming are 1,500 clusters of gram panchayats that are willing to adopt has been selected, and approximately 1 crore farmers are joined together to initiate natural farming. And in India, around 7.5 lakh hectares will be covered in next 2 years, that is up to 2025 and 26. In each selected gram panchayat, the cluster will cumulative cover the 50 hectares or minimum of the 125 farmers to develop the natural farming cluster. Only 1 gram panchayat, if the area agriculture land is covered, 125 acre is covered in 1 gram panchayat, only 1 gram panchayat will be allowed. If the agriculture land is not covered in the 1 gram panchayat, then 2 or 3 gram panchayat has been allowed to make a cluster. The farmer willing to practice the natural farming can be enrolled in this mission. In each cluster, two community resource person will be constituted so that they can supervise, they can aware the fellow farmers to mobilize the natural farming in between the farmers. The continuous round and awareness generation and orientation programs on the natural farming will be conducted by these CRPs that are being constituted on each cluster with the help of the block implementation team. These 125 farmers that are being selected to disseminate the natural farming in the Gram Panchayat, they are also trained by the scientists, farmer master trainers, and the community resource person to form a natural farming model demonstration farm at KVK and local natural farming institutions. Farmer will be provided the output based incentives, that is 4,000 per acre per farmer for 2 years. Total 665 training institutions such as KVK, agriculture universities, and local natural farming institutions will be linked with each cluster. One farmer master trainer from each institution will develop the natural farming model demonstration farm. This farmer master trainer should be the farmer who is practicing natural farming for a minimum of 3 years. The Krishi Sakhi will go to under training, 2 rounds of the training for 5 days each, Rabi and Kharif. The farmers will undergo 2 rounds of training, 1 day each at training institutions. So these are the training schedule. The Krishi Sakhis, farmer master trainers, and 125 farmers of the Gram Panchayat, these all will have to take training before the dissemination of the natural farming. The training will be constituted by the either KVKs or agriculture universities or the local natural farming institutions. The centers of natural farming, uh, they will train the scientists and farmer master trainers and officers from the state and district. In Natural Farming Training Institute, Kurukshetra, we have trained the scientists from Himachal Pradesh, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Haryana, and some scientists from the Punjab also. We have trained these 4 or 5 state scientists from the KVKs. We also trained the officers from the state and some other district. Right now, we are in the position that we have trained the farmer master trainers, we have trained the scientists, we have selected the CRPs, and now we are in the position that we have selected 125 farmers from each clusters. CRPs have been selected. So in right now, this mission is in the phase that this dissemination of natural farming is far, far close. Bio-input resource centers has been selected in each district. The idea of formation of the bio-input resource centers, for example, a farmer is not willing to keep cow. So from where he will get the bio-input like Jivamrit or Ghanjivamrit or bio-inputs. So 10,000 BRCs has to be set up on need basis, two BRCs for three clusters. These bio-input resource centers will be supported uh, as per the mission guidelines. Certification and branding for naturally grown produce. The guidelines also similar to the PGs. The guidelines are also will be coming in near future. So in NMNF, the role of the KVK has been assigned that the capacity building and training. The main role of the KVK will be to disseminate the natural farming practices among farmers, to train the farmers, farmer master trainers, and agriculture extension workers. Demonstration plots have been established based on the natural farming, research and validation, and extension and advisory services. Role of the farmer master trainer in the national mission on natural farming. Grassroots root level dissemination, capacity building of the fellow farmers, implementation support, promoting the local solutions, monitoring and mentoring, and ultimately feedback to the KPKs. Because farmer master trainers are the farmers who will train the 125 farmers. So at the grassroots level dissemination, they are the masters. They have to guide them how to prepare Jivamrit, Ghanjivamrit, and they have to involve the local solutions because in each and every regions the farmers have their own local solution uh, for their problems related to the agriculture. So they have to be include their traditional knowledge also, and ultimately they have to give the feedback to the KVKs. Role of the Krishi Sakhi in the national mission. Around 30,000 Krishi Sakhis or CRPs will be constituted for the natural farming practices and the knowledge. I, al- I already told that two CRPs per cluster will be deployed, and these Krishi Sakhis will provide handhold training to the. They will go training under the farmer master trainers and scientists. These two Krishi Sakhi will mobilize the 125 farmers, and the Krishi Sakhi, with the help of the block level team, Atma and farmer master trainer will organize the meeting with the self-help groups and Anganwadi workers, Gram Sabha, to orient the farmers for mm, to tell them about the benefits of the natural farming and the mission. So these are the center of natural farming. In there are total 18 center of natural farming. One is in the Uttar Pradesh, another one is the in Arunachal Pradesh, Himachal, Uttarakhand, in Chandigarh, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh. Natural Farming Training Center Gurukul Kurukshetra is in it is constituted for Delhi and Haryana. So likewise, 18 centers have been. So the role of Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, it is the linkage between this mission and the farmers. The selection of the farmer master trainers, Krishi Sakhis, and the 125 willing farmers will be done by the Agriculture Department. The training of the farmer master trainers or Krishi Sakhis, the Agriculture Department will be the linkage to provide the training with the help of the KVK and Agriculture University. Farmer master trainer the trained farmer master trainer will regularly visit the cluster to ensure the all natural farming package and practices. The farmer master trainer will mobilize the farmers regularly with the help of self-help groups, types, and with the help of this school students, Anganwadi centers, etc. So they will mobilize the farmers to take up the natural farming and will ensure the participation and attendance of the willing farmers for all training programs. Handhold training will be provided to the farmers regarding the natural farming package and practices. It will they will mobilize the farmers for training by farmer master trainers, scientists from the KVKs. They will conduct the crop cutting experiment on the fields that are trained by them and will coordinate them whether the yield is low or high. The progression of the trained willing farmers, the number of crops grown area under the natural farming will be the responsibility of the farmer master trainers. Output-based incentives will be given to around 18.7 lakh trained willing farmers under the NMNF and 4,000 per acre per year for a cluster of 50 hectare for 2 years will be given as a farmer incentives. So if we talk about the certification system, as I told that there is no particular certification system for the natural produce or natural farming produce. Only there is a system, PJ system, we call that for organic produce. So natural farming certification, the government has given the guidelines for the certification of the natural farming, but yet it is not in the process. They have just given the guideline, but soon it will be in the process. So for the natural farming produce certification, the farmer has to register at a by taking the pledge. There will be an app on that app. He has to register. He has to form a local group of the farmers. At least 5 members should be there in that group, and they have to appoint a leader. And then they have to conduct a mutual verification of the practices, field inspection, and set declaration that he has used the Jivamrit or Ghan Jivamrit. Then a peer appraisal report he has to submit at the portal. And then the local designated authority, which include the agriculture staff or CUNF, the natural center on the natural farming staff, they will verify the details of this farmer, and then this collectively decide that they will validate that this farmer is practicing the natural farming practices or not. Then it will generate the certification and with the QR code. This QR code, if we trace that QR code, the farmer has been given stars. We called it the Sitara system. The grading will be given to the farmer based upon the validation and the report uploaded. That 1 star, 2 star, or 3 star. If 1 star, it means the produce is average. If there is 2 star, it means the good. And if it is 3 star, it means the produce is very good based on the natural farming practices. The validity of the certificate is 1 cropping season, and in another cropping season, he has to register again. Multi-ingredient processing involve the ingredients from other certification system are not covered under NFCS, Natural Farming Certification System, and it will be operated through an online digital portal. Concerned state agriculture department will identify the local group for verification. So PGS India logo with natural tagline will be adopted as PGS India Natural for the natural farming produce. Now is the research gap in the natural farming. The scientific validation of natural farming practices, there is a lack of the data or long-term research has not been conducted. There is comparative studies, large-scale comparative studies between the natural farming and the conventional farming. So there is a need for the scientific quantification also, that how much carbon is sequestering by using the mulching, or how much water use efficiency is increasing, how much soil health parameters are in positive direction. So there is a limited research also in nutritional value and yield stability. The farmers who are practicing natural farming, they are giving verbal testimony that the shelf life of their produce has been increased, but there is no scientific or scientific data or research data that the nutrition value has been increased. Yield stability is a major issue. When some farmers are reporting that yield has been stabilized after one season, but some farmers are reporting that yield will be stabilized after 3 years. So there is limited research on this yield stability issue uh, for the farmers that are having the natural farming practices. Impact on the soil microbiology and fertility. There is a need for the detailed study on the soil microbial dynamics. We are using the Jivamrit, Bijamrit, Ghanjivamrit. So how much soil microbiota is increasing in the soil? How much in the Jivamrit? How much in the Bijamrit? And Jivamrit and Ghanjivamrit also differ in the microbial population from region to region. So they a lot of the studies have been required to ensure that this amount of soil microbes will be increased after using these bioinputs. To understanding the long-term impact of the natural inputs on the soil structure, water retention, the nutrient cycles. There is limited research on the natural pest control alternatives that and their effectiveness as compared to the synthetic pesticides. There's lack of scientific validation also. There's botanical extract, the cow urine based formulations and other traditional remedies. No doubt that there are a lot of papers, research papers in various prestigious journals indicating that cow urine is beneficial for the soil health or soil microbiota. But what is the effect of this cow urine on a particular crop and on a particular stage? So this type of scientific validation is still required. The crop productivity and yield stability. As I earlier told that the yield is lower in initial years, so more research is needed to find the way to minimize the transition period from low to high yield. About the long-term yield potential in different agroclimatic zones. And there are limited studies on the crop diversification model suitable for the natural farming. Climate resilience and the adaptability. If we talk about the adaptability, climate changing, you know that, and the climate adoption and mitigation, this is from reason to reason. So to find a way, limited studies are there uh, to cope up this climate change from region to region. There's lack of the comprehensive data on the carbon system. Another important research gap is the economic viability and market linkage. Limited study on the cost benefit analysis of the natural farming and the conventional farming. Okay. And there is the need for the actual data that is it labor intensive or is it profitable or whether the farmers are producing the natural produce. What is the market demand? What are the consumer preference? What are the price premiums? For sure, the farmers who are producing natural produce will be demanding the premium price. So what will be the price? So these are some lacuna that is lagging behind. For the low adoption of the natural farming, the region-specific models and scalability. We know that the if a model has been developed in the Haryana, this model cannot work in the Rajasthan. So every state or in every district, the soil is different, the climatic condition is different. So a model which is developed at a particular region cannot be specified for another region. So from region to region, we have to develop the models for location-wise problems in the agriculture. We have to integrate them in it to disseminate the natural farming. Water use efficiency, natural farming impacts the groundwater levels and irrigation needs. Although research has been taken up on this aspect also, but there are also limited data on this. Need for the research on the role of the mulching, agroforestry, and cover crops in water conservation. nutrition quality and food safety, also nutrition difference. How much is the nutrition difference between the natural and the conventional grown produce? How much is the pesticide in the conventional grown produce? What is the shelf life of the natural farming produce? So these are some aspects that we are lacking behind. Understanding the effect of the natural farming on the post-harvest storage and shelf life, socio-economic and policy changes, farmer adoption. What are the farmer adoption barriers? What are the training gaps? And what and knowledge dissemination. So we know that the farming is the only income source for the farmers, and he will not take risk on uh, that only one source of the income. So we have to convince the farmer to adopt this natural farming, that by using the natural farming practices, the cost will be reduced and profit will be there. Thank you.
For sharing your Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your information and knowledge about food and national security and national mission on natural farming. On behalf of the society, I sincerely thank Dr. Manisha Verma for making this session and Agri SAARTHI truly enriching. Now, by moving ahead for our next part of the session, I feel great honor to introduce today's another amazing speaker, Dr. Ramesh Mittal. Dr. Mittal is founder director of Innovation and Entrepreneurship Federation of CCS NIM, a Section 8 company promoting and managing accelerator funds for agripreneurs. He served as the Senior Director of CCS National Institute of Agricultural Marketing, Jaipur, from 2005 to 2023, where he played a pivotal role in strengthening agribusiness and agricultural marketing across India. With over 3 decades of rich experience in training, consultancy, research, and policy advocacy, Dr. Mittal has worked extensively on agricultural marketing reforms, strengthening of FPOs, market infrastructure, ENAM, rural godown schemes, cold chain development, and organic and natural farming, has mentored leading agricultural institutions and universities across the country, collaborated with World Bank, UNDP, Asian Development Bank, NABARD, other global organizations, and has over 200 research papers and publications to his credit. Dr. Mitchell has been honored with several prestigious awards, including the Lifetime Achievement Award and recognition from national and international agencies for his understanding contribution to agricultural entrepreneurship and policy development. Today, he will be sharing his insights on economics of natural farming, government schemes and policies, along with challenges and future of natural farming. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Dr. Ramesh. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. I'm really sorry for interruption due to some technical glitch. I was not able to connect all the participants. So first of all, I apology from my side for little delay and for this technical. And second is like I'm thankful to Agni Sarthi, who has given me this opportunity to talk all the participants in this session, and which is very, very important session, natural farming. And 3 points which has been given to me. One is economies of natural farming. Second is government scheme policy and global perspective. And third is challenges and opportunities. So these 3 topics I'm going to cover. And I just want to know whether audience are comfortable in English, or shall I speak in Hindi, or mix of that? I mean, I need your suggestion. So please guide me. So based on that, I can continue.
So, sir, you can continue in English. Sometimes you can use Hindi also. No problem
Okay,
in that.
great one, great one. So again, Agni Sarthi is doing excellent work in the interest of farmers and all the participants, all the stakeholders who are participating. And natural farming, as you are aware, we people are mostly using 4 terms. I mean, four vocabulary, four points. Like sometimes we are saying organic, sometimes we are saying natural, sometimes we are saying this zero budget farming, sometimes we are saying this regenerative farming. These are all uh, upcoming area which is happening and which is using for the betterment of this agriculture. So like all kind of all 3 or 4 categories are very, very important. And but our topic is basically natural farming, but I'll try to correlate with natural farming with others also. So let's go through natural farming basic foundation and pillars. We have 1 hour, but I'll try to complete in 1 hour. And if you have any questions later on, you can use those questions. And uh, then we'll discuss. And even after that also, if you have some more queries, you can send me on my WhatsApp or email also. So the basic foundation and pillar of the natural farming definition as per Niti Aayog, natural farming is a chemical-free, traditional farming method. It is considered as agroecology based diversified farming system which integrate crop, tree, livestock and functional biodiversity. Like Jiva Mitra, Bija Mitra, mulching, use of the botanical for plant protection, VASPA, exclude all kind of purchase input to be formed from desi cow. So these are the basically pillars for the natural farming. Here I would like to tell you one thing, why natural farming has been introduced and why we are pushing natural farming to use for the masses or for the public. The reason behind is, I'll give you one example. If you look at in this example, uh, when we got sick, we used to take some medicine. And basically all medicines are behind 3 kind of pathy. One is allopathy, second is homeopathy, and third is Ayurveda and Unani method also. In all the pathies, basically we need to take some medicine. And all the medicines are, in 0.001 milligram or something like that, such kind of measure we take. When we go to doctor and when doctor prescribed medicine, then doctor gave us exactly quantity, the kind of quantity what we need. Unfortunately, if you look at the intellectuals, even I'm not saying that we have 3 kind of people. One is illiterate, second is semi-literate, and third is highly literate or highly educated. If you look at the highly educated people, they do not take that medicine by doing the measurement properly. For example, you are taking cough syrup, any kind of syrup or any kind of medicine. Sometimes we do not follow the instructions and we take the quantity which is required, even more than that quantity what we are taking. So without putting in the spoon or without using any kind of measure, we directly consuming such kind of medicine. And innocently what we are consuming, basically we are consuming more than that what we people are looking. So when life-saving drug, we do not measure properly. Same thing is happening in farming. Farming, the kind of fertilizer, the kind of pesticide, what we are putting in the farms, spreading in the farms, basically we are not calculating properly. We are not measuring properly. And wherever it is required, even more than that, we are consuming. So this is not the right way. Unwantedly, we are using at least double or triple or 4 times in the hope of that our crop is going to be the very good crop by using this kind of chemicals. And results are in front of you. Like the mostly the diseases, it includes the cancer, it includes the diabetes, it includes the blood pressure, it includes the paralytical attacks or any kind of other diseases. Mostly diseases, the reason is basically we have used the excess use of these are fertilizer and chemicals and pesticides. So natural farming is the concept where we just want to avoid such kind of high doses for the farming purpose. And if you look at in ancient, era, when we were doing this farming, basically we were not using such kind of chemicals. It was chemical free cultivation. And the reason was basically it was like jungle method. If you look at the jungle itself today, no one is going to put or putting like this chemicals, for example, fertilizer, pesticide, and all kind of chemicals. And jungle is natural. So jungle is getting all kind of minerals. I mean, the waste which is available from the leaves and all. So the all kind of fertilizer is available, all kind of the natural things are available, and jungle is growing. Jungles are very healthy. If you look at the around the world, jungles are very healthy. So why Niti Aayog, why other agencies, why government, why NGOs, all are making, the very good efforts to make this farming as a natural farming. So, the basic, these four pillars of the natural farming, the kind of what I have given you, each and everyone is promoting such kind of, activities to promote the natural farming. So look at this composition of this naturally components of the natural farming. Bija Mitra, Vaspajo, what I have already told, Jiva Mitra. So the process of include treatment of seed using cow dung, urine, and lime-based formulations. Vapsa, like the process involves activating earthworm, जिनको हम केचुआ कहते हैं, in the soil in order to create water vapor and condensation. Geometry is like the mulching, plant protection. So these are the major component. I hope these are all basic things and you will continue to know. But let me come out to my point where I'm looking. I'm going to give you. Yeah. So the organic versus natural farming. I mean, there is a confusion also a little bit. So I thought, let me prepare one slide where you can understand what is organic and what is natural. But somewhere you will find some similarity also. So organic and natural farming, both are non-chemical system of farming based on diversity, on farm biomass management, and biological nutrient recycling. Diversity, rotation, multiple cropping, and resource cycling is the key for organic and natural farming. Now, again, question is, what is organic farming? Organic is open for use of off-farm, organic and biological input, does not allow genetically modified seeds or product. You look at now, different kind of genetically modified seeds are, I mean, people are doing the advocacy. We should have for cotton, we should have for brinjal, we should have for many more crop, but the results are not very good. And that is why, in general, we are against. And also open for micronutrient correction through use of mineral. Widely popular, global market is 132 billion US dollar. So think about the potential. It's not only in India, although India has 150 crore population, but otherwise also, world is looking for organic farming. Right? Then let's come out to natural farming. So no external input required for natural farming. On-farm input based on desi cow like Jiva Mitra, Bija Mitra. These are supplementary or the practice is required. Biomass recycling through mulching, which is again additional, and we are getting some kind of good energy, the source of energy. Use of compost, vermicompost, and minerals are not allowed. Evolving market are yet to be developed, and it is not only developed, it is developed in India and other countries also. So the entry of natural farming is Honorable Prime Minister call. There is a need to promote natural farming as mass movement, called upon ICR and KVK to scientifically experiment and validate, called upon farmers to experiment on their field. Budget announcement, yes, chemical-free natural farming will be promoted throughout the country with a focus on 5-kilometer wide corridors along River Ganges. State will be encouraged to revise syllabus on agriculture universities. Unfortunately, universities are not having such kind of syllabus, but yes, with the some leading leading personalities and honorable people like the Vice Chancellor of like the Governor of Gujarat is promoting this natural farming. This is very good sign, and rest of the states are also following. I remember I participate in one conference which was organized by uh, CII, and that was in Shimla. And Honorable Vice Chancellor, Honorable Governor was, the chief guest for that conference, and that was on again natural farming and organic farming. To meet the need of natural, zero budget, and organic farming, modern day agriculture, value addition, and management. So salient, things of the study, like some study has already done. What was the result? So let's see what is the result for that. We can talk about that. Adopter of the farmer following zero-based budgeting, natural farming or natural farming practices like Jiva Mitra, yes, all. Bija Mitra, mostly. Mulching, yes, few. Mixed intercrop, some. Vapsa, it is rarely used. So the moderate quantity of FIM was used before sowing in many cases. Worth mention, yes, some farmers in Karnataka are practicing natural farming since past 15 years and are satisfied with its benefit. Natural farming produce has potential to attract premium price, since it is the elite class is looking for the natural farming or organic farming. However, available nutrients in the natural farming field and natural farming plants are observed to be the lower than those in conventional farming. So such studies are already going through. NABARD has done it some studies, and NARM, which is Institute of ICR located in Hyderabad, they have also done this study, and Karnataka and some more states are already done some study. So,
Excuse me, Doctor. I think
huh?
your voice is breaking.
Voice is breaking. Now it is okay.
Yes, sir.
सर आपकी वॉइस नहीं आ रही, एक बार आप अपने आप को म्यूट अनम्यूट कर सकते हो?
अच्छा ठीक है, मैं करता हूं एक बार दोबारा. अब आ रही है?
हेलो.
हेलो. हेलो.
Yes, sir, you are audible now.
Now it is properly audible.
Yes, sir.
The volume is okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Please carry on, sir.
Now look at the benefit perceived by the natural farming adopted by the farmers, and perception non-natural farming not adopted by the natural farmers. So जब किसान नेचुरल फार्मिंग को अडॉप्ट करता है, तो व्हाट काइंड ऑफ बेनिफिट्स दे आर गेटिंग, and perception of non-natural farming farm, not adopting for natural farming. तो अगर हम बात करेंगे तो reduced cost of cultivation, since we are not using any kind of fertilizer, any kind of this chemical fertilizer and this chemical pesticide. So it means obviously the cost has been reduced. Then if you look at the freedom from chemical, yes, obviously we are not using any chemical, freedom from chemical. So no side effects by whatever the effects are happening through this chemical. Then better taste and product quality. Obviously, we need to understand the core competency of this agriculture produce. So any kind of fruit and vegetable, or the wheat, or the paddy, why we people are eating, why we are buying. So the idea is basically it is not only, like we are going to fulfill our tummy or hunger or need, but we also want taste, the good taste. So we are buying mango for good taste. We are buying apple for the good taste, papaya. So the taste is very, very important. And if you are not using any kind of chemical, then obviously the taste has increased. Then premium product price. Yes, obviously 20%, 30%, 50%, 100% more price can be obtained from the market itself. The better crop during dry spell. If no, enough rain is not happening, then still crop is better than any, condition. Improved soil quality. Now, through regenerative farming, we are trying to improve soil quality. But if you are opting natural farming, then obviously soil quality is also going to improve. Then no exposure to pesticide. Yes, when we are not using any chemical, then no exposure. Now, perception for the non-farm, non-adopting natural farming, non-availability of the ready-made Jivamitra, fear of poor yield, not owning indigenous cow, more engagement in farming, no guarantee of the premium price, possibility of the crop failure. Now, if you look at those points, sometimes we may raise the question, how it is going to happen? Now, one thing I told you, when you are not measuring properly, then obviously we are going to use more fertilizer, which can be harmful. More pesticide, again, that is also harmful. And when we are not tagging as a natural farming, then premium price we cannot fetch. And when we are putting different kind of activity in our farm, then it is more engagement in farming, which will increase the labor cost. So if you look at like this is comparative table, what I am presenting, and I believe by using this table, you can understand very clearly what is, in the interest of farmer. Now look at this table. This is very, very important table. And this table has been taken from the Andhra Pradesh by doing one research work. So you will find three category. One is paddy, sugarcane, and black gram. Now look at, this is benefit cost comparison for major crop in selected state. I'll give you example of three states in South India. And with this example, we can understand very clearly what is the impact of natural farming. So if you look at one side, one column is saying particular, where number of sample farmers has been taken, like material cost per hectare, operational cost per hectare, total variable cost per hectare, and yield quantity per hectare, and market price again, and BC ratio that is also available. So paddy, like paddy has what do you say, natural farming as well as non-natural farming. Then sugarcane has natural farming as well as non-natural farming. Black gram is also compared with natural farming as well as the non-natural farming. If you look at the sample size, yes, number of sample size for paddy has taken in natural farming 118, which is 118. And if you look at the second size is 59, which is non-natural farming. Same is in sugarcane, 35 for the natural farming and 6 is for non-natural farming. Same thing is in black gram, natural farming, which is 22, and non-natural farming, which is 6. Now look at the material cost. It seems like natural farming is very expensive. But at the end, if you look at the BC ratio, you will surprised to know, like natural farming is always benefited. So look at in paddy, the market price, which is 1,525 per quintal, right? And for non-natural farming, market price is 112 only. Yield, you can see. Yield, yes, natural farming yield is coming more, and natural farming yield is coming less, but non-natural farming yield is coming more, which is natural farming is only 53 and non-natural farming is 104. But ultimate profit, if you look at the BC ratio, which is higher, market price is higher, like BC ratio is 2.3 for natural farming, and for non-natural farming, which is 123.4. Look at the operational cost. Natural farming is more than non-natural farming. Look at this material cost, which is again So same kind of, costing you can see in sugarcane. Sugarcane seems like, again, natural farming is very expensive. But ultimate result, if you look at, or market price, if you look at, sugarcane is reflecting market price for the natural farming is 2,480 per quintal. If you look at the non-natural farming, which is market price is only 99.2 per quintal. Same thing if you look at the black gram, the market price is 3,765. And if you look at the natural farming price, which is 104.58. Look at the BC ratio also. BC ratio everywhere, if you look at in paddy, which is 2.3, in sugarcane, which is 2.43, and in black gram, which is 2.29. But if you look at in non-natural farming, the BC ratio as well as the market price, both are less. So this is one example of Andhra Pradesh. I'll show you one more example of Karnataka. Same crop like paddy, sugarcane, and finger millet. There, the crop has been changed. And the table is again same: number of sample farmer, the material cost, operational cost, total variable cost, yield, market price, and BC ratio price. Here again, the paddy market price is 3,945. And for the non-natural farming, the price is only 264. Same as look sugarcane, the market price is 5,200. And for non-natural farming, which is 198. Same look at the market price for finger millet, which is 3,700. And for the like non-natural farming, which is 153. Same like the BC ratio is again in natural farming is pretty high, but non-natural farming pretty less. So this table, now look at the Maharashtra. Maharashtra, soybean, jowar, cotton, turmeric, chickpeas. The table is very interesting. Number of farmer sample, material cost, then operational cost, total variable, yield, market price, and BC ratio. So no doubt the material cost, if you look at natural farming, is much more. Operational cost is natural farming much more. Total variable cost in natural farming is much more. And yield, which is much less. But market price, the market price is the only component where you are feeling good. Farmers are feeling good, or they are getting very good price. Like soybean, the market price is 3,208, and natural farming, the market price is 103 only. So it is only in 100, and if you look at all the prices in thousands, it doesn't matter whether it is a cotton, jowar, turmeric, or chickpeas. Look, this turmeric is 5,957. So this is very, very important. We need to understand the market price for the natural farming, and ultimate income is coming from the market only. Sometimes we got confused, like, by looking at the expenditure, what we feel expenditure is much more, and things are becoming a little difficult. But it is not like that. Things are not difficult if you do the natural farming. So 3 examples due to this research has been developed, and 3 state I have shown. You can see the results and use this natural farming practices. Now, this is the combined table. And if you look at this combined table, this is also very, very interesting. Crop yield in Andhra Pradesh is high, and same as well as lower. Cost of cultivation, which is 14 and 86. High is 14, low is 86. Produce quality better, 96 percentage wise, and same is 3, and poor is 1 only. Then taste of produce, which is better, 91%, same is 9%. Selling price is very high, which is 22%, same is 69. Lower is 1, sometimes high low, which is 8. So this table is also give us some idea. Like Andhra Pradesh, what has happened? So benefit perceived by the natural farming by farmer. This is the table name. And look at these benefits. So perceived benefit. So crop yield, look at the benefit. The cost of cultivation, look at the benefit. The produce quality, look at the benefit. The taste of produce, look at the benefit. And the selling price, look at the benefit. So again, we have taken Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, and Maharashtra. So now, if you look at this data, you will little amazed also, because the particular geographical area is also playing very, very important role in this matter. How it has happened, the geographical condition, the soil condition, the fertility, many more things are also adding some benefit, or maybe some area which has no such kind of benefits, which is deprived based on the geographical climatical zone also. So it means the geographical climatical zone is also playing very, very important role. Now, reason for not adopting natural farming. Now, people are not adopting natural farming. Why? That is also very, very important. We need to understand. So, non-availability of natural farming input, which is the highest, 37%, in 3 states. Andhra Pradesh, 37%. If you look at the Karnataka, 15%, and Maharashtra, 7%. So this data is very, very important. Now, relatively less yield, yes, in Andhra Pradesh, 11%, in Karnataka, 30%, and in Maharashtra, 36%. So this study is very, very interesting, and results are very amazing results. So we can understand very easily the benefit of the natural farming on the regional basis also. So it is required. Like in Haryana, suppose we should see the governmental report and the results where such kind of farming is happening, and research is also part of that. So the agencies which are doing such kind of research, we can be benefited in the interest of farmer. Now look at the high cost production. Andhra Pradesh, yes, 11%, Karnataka, 26%, and Maharashtra, which is 32%. More labor incentive, yes, in Andhra Pradesh, which is 22%. Now look at the variance, state-wise variance, area-wise variance. So something which is very, very interesting. So we cannot say each and every corner of this country will have the same kind of benefit or results by adopting this natural farming. So the more labor incentive, yes, Andhra Pradesh 22%, and Karnataka, which is 11%, and Maharashtra, which is again 18%. Others means some other, and the basis of the small land holding, market problem, resistance from the family itself. These are also some parameter which has been counted for this research work. So the National Mission on Natural Farming targets till March 26, 7.5 hectare area under the natural farming, or 15,000 cluster at the Gram Panchayat. Then 18.75 lakh trained willing farmer initiate natural farming. So look at the craze about the natural farming, and also people are very much interested. It doesn't matter whether it is a buyer or only farmer. Outreach to 1 crore farmers about natural farming. 30,000 trained Krishi Sakhis for providing farmer extension services on natural farming. Setting up 10,000 need-based bio input resource center, which is known as a BRC, for availability and accessibility to ready-to-use natural farming input for farmers. Scientifically supported easy certification system for natural produce. Common national brand for natural grown chemical-free produce. Convergence will be explored for local farmer market, APMC, Agriculture Produce Market Committee, Mandi Hart, Depot, value addition in food processing also. So priority region, the mission is also, focused on the priority region. The mission will be implemented in these priority districts like Namami Ganga region of 5-kilometer corridor along river Ganges. District of the bank of major rivers are decided by the state. So we must know, like the farmers should know this kind of, which is initiated by the government or state government. the district with high fertilizer input sale in states, the district with low fertilizer input sale in the state, the district with tribal area block from the tribal subplan. Priority should be given to the GP area with strong SRLM, PACs and FPO with the presence of practicing natural farming farmers. So these are the priority reason, and you can look at where you are falling in this reason. You are falling in priority reason or non-priority reason also. Now, this natural farming, mission on national mission on natural farming implementing strategy is natural farming model. Demonstration farms will be developed at 665 training institute. Farmers of the Farmer Mission, FMT, Krishi Sakhi, and farmer for training and demonstration of natural farming packages of practices such as perception of NF, natural farming input, such as Jivamrit, Bijamrit, etc. Then one on station natural farming model demonstration form, each at 425 KVK and 40 agriculture universities. That is going to be the total 465 in number. 3 natural farming model demonstration farm on farm field, that is going to total 1395. 1 natural farming farm model demonstration farm at each local natural farming institution, that is going to be the total 200. Then 15,000 cluster in each selected GP cluster or continuously area cumulative of 50 hectare and minimum 125 farmer will be deployed in natural farming cluster based on their willingness to implement natural farming. Cluster size may be reviewed and appropriately set up for the Himalaya hilly state area with difficult terrain by the respective SLCEC. In case of cumulative continuous area of 50 hectare could not be found in one GP, the cluster can be formed in adjoining GP, not more than 2 to 3 GPs. So look at this implementing strategy, which is very vast, very ambitious, and it is going to our farmer as well as the region in all the states. The key government scheme and initiative. Now, government is supporting in a big way. And what are those? Let us understand. National Mission on Natural Farming that we have already discussed, and this mission has been launched in November 24. Promote chemical-free, eco-based natural farming grounded in traditional knowledge. Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana. This scheme promotes sustainable agriculture practices and organic farming with the Bharatiya Parakashtik Krishi Padhati, which is known as a BPKP, specifically focused on the natural farming method. Then BPKP, this program under PKVY is a key component that encourages farmer to adopt zero budget natural farming system. So principle of natural farming promoted by these schemes: on-farm biomass recycling, cow dung urine formulation, soil aeration, exclusive of systematic input, avoiding of the all synthetic chemical fertilizer and pesticide, mulching, employing method like straw or live mulching to retain soil moisture, suppress weed and enhance soil health. So BPKP scheme is Department of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare decided to include promotion of natural farming under its overall scheme for promotional or non-chemical farming with an aim to reduce cost of cultivation and cut down on use of fertilizer. PKVY was open for any non-chemical farm. BPKP was launched as a sub-scheme under the PKVY along with the large area certification targeted to bring difficult natural farming area. Achievement of BPKP: the launched under the PKVY with the provision of rupees 12,200 per hectare, mainly for the manpower, deployment, training, and continuous handholding, plus rupees 8,800 hectare for branding, marketing, and value addition. So it is not only cultivation. The scheme is promoting or helping branding, marketing, and value addition also. 8 states adopted the scheme, 4.09 lakh hectare area sanctioned with an outlay of 498.98 crore, and first installment of the 50 crore was released. Implementation got delayed due to pandemic. Now states have started the implementation and cluster are being developed. Recently, Uttar Pradesh has also been sanctioned about 40,000 hectare area to be implemented in Ganga corridor. So look at now how government is, supporting this scheme, and it is proactive scheme also. So proactive stand of ICR on R&D and extension constituted a committee for development of the course curriculum for UG and PG courses, directed all KVKs to earmark some area for model demonstration farm on national farming, directed by IIFSR Modipuram to coordinate Center on Organic Farming Research to include research on natural farming, directed all ICR research institution and state agriculture universities to start research work on natural farming, initiative by Department of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, identified Manage for Development as a center for excellence, directed Manage to start collecting best practices and courses material and creation pool of the champion farmers and natural farming resources, rupees 1.50 crore already released to Manage for awareness creation and Gram Panchayat. Department of Electric gave in principle approval to launch National Mission on Agriculture Farming under RKVY. Then mission document already prepared and under consultation. National Mission on Agriculture Natural Farming approach is nationwide capacity building exercise with focus on continuous training and handholding, transforming farmer to natural practices willing to meet the system. So the target benefit is farmer, more than 15 lakh farmer directly and more than alongside to join natural farming movement. So target, which is already described, manages knowledge repository and center for excellence, National Center for Organic Farming as well as certification secretariat. 60% of KVK, like 425 number, are model demonstration and training center. All blocks will be eligible with institutional structure for promotion. More than 20,000 rural youth will get engaged in upcoming 4 years. Non-chemical agriculture outcome expectation. So non-contaminating and resource conserving, non-degrading and help restoration of soil health. Like we are doing a lot of exercise and force for the regenerative agriculture. So non-degrading soil health is also part of that. Minimum risk and climate resilient, biodiversity enhancement and ecosystem supportive, safe and healthy food for citizen, freedom for farmers from purchase input, reduction in cost and better value realization, increase employment in rural area, which is supporting and growing entrepreneurship, continuously pro-productive and meeting growing need. If you look at the upcoming need, especially in agriculture, yes, people are welcoming natural farming product. It is not only organic, but natural farming products are also in demand. Now, this is also very, very interesting slide. If you look at challenges and opportunities in natural farming. Natural farming, yes, when we introduce any kind of new method or technique, then some challenges always, come into that process. So what are those challenges? We should not be afraid of both those challenges, but let's see, at least we can understand the challenges so we can make up our mind how to accept those challenges and convert into the opportunities. So number one is convincing the scientific community. The scientific community, scientists they are not very much comfortable with the natural farm. They have lot of the arguments for that. Particularly importance of dung and urine of indigenous cow, growth and survival of different uses, microorganism in Jeev Mitra and after its application in soil. So they have many questions. And that questions need to answer it. And science always satisfy with the science only. So those are also important sector, and we need to see, we need to understand. Second is adoption by large size farm holding. So it has been observed that zero-based natural farming practice require regular monitoring of the field for monitoring of nutrient deficiency as well as pest and weed infestation. Further, preparation of huge quantity of Jivamitra and its application at regular interval may require increase in labor demand, which may increase the cost of crop cultivation also. Thus, the practice may be more applicable for smallholder with 1 to 2 family labor available at home. Therefore, the adoption by large size farm holding is little bit, in question. But yes, by seeing the results of this natural farming, they may also attract. We should wait for that particular time. Doubtful in case of high input monocropping reason. Yes, natural farming practice is contemplated to be the agroecological approach in which crop farm diversity is must. In case of monocropping, where the huge quantity of similar type of nutrient are applied, this practice may not give better or same crop yield as compared to existing practices of the application of HYI. You have seen the result which has happened in Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, and one more state where it has happened. The results were very mixed. So when we adopt this natural farming, we must be very careful because same kind of results are not going to be available. Therefore, in the region like Indo-Gangetic plan, where farmers cultivate single crop in whole field in a season, may not be interested to adopt this. And it may have repercussion on total food grain production for the country if adopted at large scale by most of the farmers. Here results are very good, no doubt about it. But the geographical, climatical area or the excess water where the irrigation is available, results may differ. Reduce scope of mechanization. The benefits of natural farming can only be reached farmer cultivating several crops together as intercrop or mixed crop so that demand for specific nutrient does not lead to nutrient exhaustion. In the soil, intermixed crop can also be harvested at different point of the time. This create big hindrance in large scale. Adoption of farm machinery for sowing, harvesting, even other management practices, achieving economy of scale and farm efficiency may always be challenged in such a case. Continuously improvement in crop yield. Crop harvest is the first stage of output realization by the farmer. Since the natural farming practices forbids application of improved cultivar hybrid seed, it would be difficult to keep the farmers motivated to grow the crop with this practice, as possibility of reaching yield plateau is quite imminent. Therefore, it requires experiment of natural farming practices with different genotype cultivars to get continuous improvement in the yield also. Setting up institution for recognize natural farming produce that you know very well, different kind of the institutions and agriculture universities, and the other KVK centers are continuously doing, and I think these are the good efforts to popularize natural farming. Then look at this point, which is non-chemical agriculture way forward. By looking at the different kind of disease, by looking at the other things in your, in agriculture, by looking at the threats in agriculture, we can understand uh, the use of natural farming or non-chemical agriculture. So way forward is basically increased investment in research and education, which is government is already doing, but we need to promote the private sector also, especially agribusiness companies, so the research can be enhanced and education can be given. Some flagship institutions are already on this path. They are spreading this natural farming across the country. Investment in futuristic breeding needs and compatible seed industry also. When we are moving through this natural farming, we have to strengthen our seed industry also by looking at the advantage of this natural farming as well as the organic farming in this sector. Phasing out the subsidies on conventional farming input, that is also one method where we can reduce the use of this chemical inputs also. It doesn't matter whether it is fertilizer or pesticide. Then incentivization of ecosystem services. The farmers, small farmers especially, we need to provide them some incentive to promote this natural farming, because sometimes the yield can be seen little lower side also. Then promotion as mass movement, because we need to avoid the different kind of disease which are spreading their wings across the country, and the new generation is affected by those disease. System to be wide resources and technology based, open for innovation, evolving and adjustable to local need. Now these days many startups are coming up. I remember I have also funded, supported and mentors more than 800 startups across the country in last 5 years. And those startups are, believe me, those are excellent, and they are helping the different kind of farming, which is regenerative agriculture, natural farming also, zero-based budgeting, and this organic farming. They have different kind of technology and tool. And such tools and technologies are, in the interest of such farmers. Massive consumer awareness on safe and diversified food for pull sector, it is also required. So like the value addition, linking farmer to the value addition in direct marketing is again very, very important, because farmer who are cultivating such kind of natural farming are not able to find out the good market for themselves. I remember I'm also working, in Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, Telangana to promote this natural farming directly. And I'm supporting some farmer producer organizations. And I've seen they are finding difficult to market their product. Although with some NGOs and some good organizations are supporting, and I'm associated with them, and we are trying to creating the logo, brand, packaging, value chain, uh, warehousing, and direct marketing method for them, and that is why they are getting a little popular, and they are getting, and government is also providing some marketplace, like West Bengal government has provided some good marketing shops to them, and the rents are very, very limited, about very, very low rent, and they are selling their product and the volume is good. Same like in other states are also providing such kind of help. Then leveraging technology for innovation, production system, quality assurance, traceability. Yes, traceability is very, very important. Quality assurance is very important. Consistency is again very important, because when you are marketing some premium product, and all organic and natural such kind of the agriculture produce are falling under the category of premium category only. And when premium category buyers are buying, then they always look into it, whether you have traceability, whether you have quality assurance, whether the market access is the kind of delivery solution do you have, end-to-end solution is available or not. Such things are very, very important to cater the premium market for such products. Then natural farmer dream. Uh, Suppose you are the natural farmer, then what is your dream? You become true organic farmer. Hmm? And when you are, do not look to market for input, basically. How? I mean, how to become? So when you do not look to market for input, chemical, plant protection is no issue on your farm. Meet your entire family food requirement 85% from just 1000 square meter, like 10 gunta in Marathi. Like, I don't know in Haryana what you say, but you can say this 1000 square meter. Hmm? Dream is not possible. I have seen it with many farmer, but we should not say it is not impossible. The dream is not impossible, and many farmers are doing. We only need determination and resolve to achieve the goal of organic, non-chemical farming, and continually, I can say, if not organic, then at least natural farming. Because organic is coming up on the top, but organic, you need to follow lot of protocol, and natural is little less hassle free. So I'll recommend for the natural farming. Let's start moving towards natural farming. Thank you. This is my email address. You just note down mittalramesh@gmail.com. If you have any question on behalf of Agri SAARTHI, behalf of Ajayji, I'll take care about your questions. I'll help you regarding to this natural farming movement. Now, I think 1 hour is already over, but still we can spend some time for the question answer also. So I'll request uh, to someone who can coordinate this question answer from your side, or otherwise directly you can ask me uh, for or raise your hands. So yeah, Dr. Deepa, I think no, Mr. Surya
Thank
and Dr.
excuse
Dhananjay.
me. Thank you, Dr. Sir. Ms. Kanishka will coordinate for this Q&A session.
Okay, thank
Ms.
you.
Kanishka.
Um, I sincerely thanks Dr. Ramesh Mittal from behalf of our society for making this session amazing and enriching for everybody. So, sir, the questions I received till now is asked by Rishu Kusawa, and the question is why rate is high in natural farming yield as compared to non-natural farming or input cost also.
Uh, I could not understand. Like the costing is high.
Yes, sir. Why cost of natural farming is high as compared to any other farming yields?
Okay. Initially the kind of although if you look at, we are not using the chemical, so cost should come down, right? But if you look at the indirectly method, the cost is again uh, becoming little higher initially, but later on this will not happen. I mean, initially you may see the cost is little high, but later on you will not feel any kind of higher side of the cost. Maybe first 2 3 years you will see little high side, but later on it will become less. And second part of this question is same. That's all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
Dr. Sir. So now we can take some more questions. Like
Yeah.
Dr. Dhananjay have raised his hand. So Dr.
Yeah.
Dhananjay,
Please, Dr. Dhananjay.
please unmute yourself and ask your question. And you also need to introduce yourself so that your question can be addressed properly. Dr. Dhananjay, please.
Good evening, sir. Myself, Dr. Dhananjaya,
Yeah.
working
Good
as
evening,
an
sir.
Associate Professor of Soil Science at College of Horticulture,
Mhm.
Bangalore, sir. My
Very good.
question is it possible to feed the ever-increasing population through natural farming, and whether high-yielding varieties are, because high-yielding varieties are responsive to the natural farming, because day by day the area under cultivation is decreasing. Is it possible to meet the demand of our nation through
Yeah. It's
natural?
a very good question. Very good question, Doctor. Actually, most of the time we are discussing on this issue. Our population is pretty high and we are agrarian country. By using of this pesticide and fertilizer, we are able to increase our yield and production. This is true, no doubt about it. But simultaneously, if you look at excess use of pesticide and fertilizer is deteriorating our soil quality also. Look at the example of Punjab. Punjab soil, if you look at, it has deteriorated like anything. So if you stop by using of this chemical for the pesticide purpose or maybe for the fertilizer purpose, initially you may feel little down as far as yield, but in a longer term, longer period, it will enhance your soil quality. And then I think we would be able to fulfill our demand. This is true. With the help of this fertilizer, chemical fertilizer and pesticide, we were able to increase the yield. There is no doubt about it. But simultaneously, the kind of production what we have, which is poisonous, and we are harming to human being. And human health is very, very important. You look at a simple, ordinary kidney stone operation cost somewhere like 2 lakh rupees. A common man cannot afford. And it is happening. I'm not saying because of the chemical only. There may be some more reasons for that. But yes, excess use of this chemical and consumption of this chemical is one of that, reason. So, in a longer term, I believe we are able to feed our, population by using these regenerative farming or organic farming or natural farming and all kind of this zero-based budgeting farming. So I hope I have given you answer.
Yes, but I have one doubt whether yielding varieties are responsive to the natural farming.
Yeah. If you look at the kind of, the research work which has, I have shown the table, yield is not at par now, but the price is good. Yield is coming down, no doubt about it. But today we are self-sufficient in the production. So this is the right time where we can experiment. And this foreign reserves are also very good. If you look at like the pulses, yes, we are importing. If you look at the edible oil, yes, we are importing. So it's not like that. Totally, we are dependent on the local production. We are importing some kind of commodities also. So this is the best time to experiment, to see, to do some more research work, and simultaneously rectify also.
Okay. And part by part, we can go for natural farming, not at a whole.
No, not as a whole. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Not as a whole. But
Okay.
we need to see that the research work must be go on.
Okay.
We need to see
Okay.
like
Thank you.
the kind of results. Poisonous food you cannot eat for a longer period. So that is also important. So if
Okay.
we are not able to teach our farmer, not able to give the training to our farmer, the kind of quantity which they have to consume, then again it's a very serious issue, believe me.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Saab. Next, we can move
Excuse me, I want to
to more
add
questions.
something in this question
Yes, please,
that
Dr. Saab.
Dr. Dhananjay has been asked that whether high yielding varieties are responsive or not. Sir, I'm working in the Natural Farming Training Institute, and this natural farming model
Mm-hmm.
situated in Gurukul, Haryana,
Mm-hmm.
Kurukshetra, Haryana. So
Mm-hmm.
here the rice high yielding varieties are given better result in the natural farming as compared to the chemical farming. Even they
Mm-hmm.
are producing higher yield.
Yeah, that
But
is.
the rice and the sugarcane, these crops
Mhm.
are very much responsive even in the high yielding varieties. But in wheat there is a problem. The
That is
yield
why.
is not at par. But the
Huh.
reason is that we have to follow the proper principle, all the principles for growing this crop. So high
Right.
yielding varieties are responsible, but
Hmm.
their research is required.
Yeah, Dr. Manisha, you are rightly said. That is why I told, for the reason based and the soil quality based and the climatical zone are also responsible, and even crop diversification is also required.
जी डॉक्टर साहब, actually she is the speaker from session 1, Dr. Manisha Verma. She is the training
Mhm.
coordinator at Gurukul Kurukshetra. So
Mhm.
I request to the participants, you can ask your question by session speaker name. And now move ahead. I request Dr. Rajesh Lathar to unmute and ask your question. Dr. Rajesh Lathar. Participant can ask your questions to anyone like Dr. Ramesh Mittal and Dr. Manisha Verma. Both are available for your queries. Please,
Good
Doctor.
evening, sir.
Good evening, Doctor.
Sir, thank you for your detailed deliberation over the concept.
Mhm.
You presented nicely, and the content was quite informative. Can we have some slides in which where you compare the cost-benefit ratio of the crops under natural farming condition and non-natural farming condition? Can we have slides, sir?
You want to have the now, or I have given this presentation? You will get this presentation through Agri SAARTHI.
Okay, actually, sir, we seek clarity over 2 or 3 points, sir.
Okay, so you want to again see that?
Please, sir. Please, sir. Please.
Okay. Let me put up.
Yeah. You kindly show the Andhra Pradesh table, sir.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Sir, in this table,
Ah.
the market price is
Hmm.
only 112 rupees per quintal.
Right.
और इसी तरह से दूसरी स्टेट्स में भी ये ज्यादा नहीं है सर. और ये
हाँ
जितनी भी कमोडिटीज हमने लिया है कंपेयर के लिए,
हाँ
इनका मिनिमम स्पोर्ट प्राइस गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया से हुआ है सर. मिनिमम
हाँ
स्पोर्ट प्राइस भी है इनका.
हाँ
और ये काफी वेरिएशन है सर.
हाँ
112 का मतलब है 1 rupee पर केजी ऑफ पैडी द
हाँ
फार्मर्स आर गेटिंग हु आर नॉट डूइंग नेचुरल फार्मिंग.
राइट.
राइट सर.
हाँ
तो you kindly explain the thing why this is so.
हाँ
Only
देखिए.
100 rupees per quintal the farmers are getting
हम्म.
who are not doing natural farming despite announcement of minimum support price, sir.
हाँ देखिए, जो जो इसका रिसर्च वर्क है ना, मैं आपको टोटल वो बुक भी शेयर कर दूंगा जहाँ से डेटा मैंने लिया है, और वो आप
जी
सभी जो पार्टिसिपेंट हैं वो यू कैन रेफर दैट बुक ऑल्सो. मैं उस
जी
पर डाल दूंगा. लेकिन यहाँ पर जो इन्होंने रिसर्च किया है डॉक्टर साहब, वो रिसर्च
जी
का ज्यादा फोकस नेचुरल फार्मिंग पर है. नॉन नेचुरल फार्मिंग की रीजंस नहीं है ज्यादा. और एक आपने देखा होगा, एक टेबल मैंने नीचे दिखाई है, ये वाली टेबल.
ये इसमें
हाँ
सर एक मिनट सर, एक और
हाँ
दूसरी बात है, ये सभी कमोडिटीज में है ऐसा. और
हाँ,
दूसरा जो कॉटन का एक बार टेबल दिखाइए सर आप.
ठीक है.
अभी
ये
ये कमोडिटीज तो जो कंज्यूमर्स हैं वो डायरेक्टली कंज्यूम करते हैं, चाहे
हाँ,
पल्सेस है,
राइट
सीरियल्स
राइट
हैं,
राइट
ये सब.
राइट राइट
अब
राइट.
जो
हाँ
कॉटन है सर,
हाँ
कॉटन का जो प्राइस है जिसमें हमने नेचुरल फार्मिंग किया है,
हम्म.
तो उसमें 5000 पर क्विंटल कॉटन परचेजर्स हैं यहाँ. मतलब कौन
हाँ,
लोग हैं ये जो 5000 रुपये क्विंटल कॉटन खरीद रहे हैं जो नेचुरल फार्मिंग के तहत उगाई गई है.
अब
और
अब देखिए,
जो
मैं डॉक्टर साहब आपको एक दो एग्जांपल और दूंगा. जैसे कुछ
एक एक मिनट
स्टार्टअप.
सर, और
हाँ
जिसमें जिसमें
हाँ
नेचुरल फार्मिंग नहीं की गई है
हाँ.
वो कॉटन सिर्फ इसमें दिखाया है 100 रुपये क्विंटल.
हम्म.
तो सर ये तो काफी वेरिएशन है सर, ये थोड़ा सा अजीब सा
हाँ
लग
मैं
रहा है सर.
हाँ मैं आपको जो ये आपका नॉर्म करके इंस्टीट्यूट है, ये उसका
जी
रिसर्च स्टडी है जो कि हैदराबाद में है. मैं आपको
जी.
पूरी बुक आपको शेयर करूंगा. मैंने उसको बहुत गौर से पढ़ा था, मुझे भी बड़ा
नहीं वो
सरप्राइजिंग
सही है
लगा.
सर, वो सही है, बट
हाँ
वी सीक योर व्यूज ऑन दिस.
हाँ. देखिए, मैं आपको बताता हूँ, दो तीन रीजन है. जैसे राजस्थान में बाजरा है.
जी
मैं आपको बताता हूँ कि हमारे कुछ स्टार्टअप है. एक लड़की है, एमटेक है माइक्रोबायोलॉजी में, वो तनु नाम है उसका. उसने बाजरे की कुकीज और ब्राउनी और केक ये सब बनाने शुरू की. अब आप देखना, वो जो बाजरे का कुकी है वो एक्सपोर्ट कर रही है 1000 रुपीज पर केजी.
जी
ठीक है. अब उसके लिए
जी
उसे क्वालिटी बाजरा चाहिए.
जी
अब वो क्वालिटी बाजरे को परचेज करने के लिए और उस प्रोडक्ट की कंसिस्टेंसी के लिए शी इज रेडी टू पे एनी प्राइस.
बट वो सर वो समझ में आता है सर, बट
हाँ,
कॉटन के केस में हम
कॉटन का भी
ये
मैं
कैसे?
बताता हूँ आपको। कॉटन में भी ऐसा ही हो रहा है।
जी
कॉटन में जो हाई एंड यूजर हैं, जो उसके गारमेंट्स बना रही हैं कंपनियां, जैसे मैं आपको बताऊंगा, एक यूनाइटेड कलर ऑफ बेनेटन करके कंपनी है। मैंने
राइट
खुद
सर।
ने उनके कपड़े देखे जो कि आपके एयरपोर्ट पे थे और बनाना फाइबर से बनाए हुए थे।
जी
है ना, मैं यहाँ कॉटन का एग्जांपल नहीं दे रहा, यहाँ बनाना फाइबर का दे रहा हूँ। सो दोज आर वेरी वेरी एक्सपेंसिव। अब आप सोचेंगे कि जब कॉटन का वैसे मजबूत और बढ़िया मिल रहा है तो बनाना फाइबर की कहाँ जरूरत पड़ गई। तो बेसिकली इट इज अ ट्रेंड। तो जो
नहीं सर, इसमें कॉटन का जो फाइबर का लेंथ है, उसकी जो
हाँ
स्ट्रेंथ है,
हाँ
वो
हाँ
सारा जेनेटिक करेक्टर है उनका।
हाँ
राइट सर।
हाँ
अब हम उनको नेचुरल फार्मिंग कंडीशन में ग्रो कर रहे हैं या नॉन नेचुरल फार्मिंग कंडीशंस में ग्रो कर रहे हैं,
हाँ,
उसका जो कॉटन का जो सीड
प्राइस है।
कर्नल है,
हाँ हाँ
बिनोला है, उसका
हाँ
तो
हाँ।
वहां तक तो बात समझ में आती है।
हम्म।
बट गारमेंट के केस में तो सर ये थोड़ा सा समझ में नहीं आ रही सर बात।
नहीं, मैं भी सोच रहा था इस बात को, क्योंकि तो बिल्कुल 5,000 पहुंच गया। मैंने खुद ने भी कहा, बड़ा सरप्राइजिंग है।
और 5,000 और बराबर में हम देखते हैं तो सिर्फ 100 ही रुपया है सर। तो ये
हम्म।
वेरिएशन है।
नहीं
और जो
लेकिन
खाने की चीजें हैं वो तो सर ठीक है,
समझ में
अच्छी
आती है।
बात
यस
है।
यस, आई
हाँ
एग्री। जैसे टर्मरिक, टर्मरिक आप देखेंगे तो वो तो समझ में आ रहा है।
राइट सर।
हाँ, लेकिन कॉटन, लेकिन आपने देखा होगा कि ऑर्गेनिक कॉटन के अलावा एक कलर कॉटन भी है। तो वो डेटा
हम्म।
उसमें अवेलेबल था नहीं।
जी
आपने देखा होगा कि नेचुरल जो आजकल कॉटन आ रहा है उसमें कलर्ड कॉटन भी आ रही है,
जी।
जो जिसको आप डाई करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती। वो हाई
और
प्राइस, वो इंटरनेशनल मार्केट
वैसे
में
सर,
जाती।
जितना भी ये कमोडिटीज हमने लिया है सर कॉस्ट बेनिफिट रेशियो के लिए,
हाँ।
इसमें जो नॉन नेचुरल कंडीशंस में क्रॉप्स उगाई है,
हाँ।
उनमें सभी में जो प्राइस है, मार्केट प्राइस, वो
हम्म।
एमएसपी से कहीं कहीं नीचे है सर, कहीं कहीं नीचे है। अब
नहीं
ये
देखिए,
ठीक है, सैंपल साइज भी ज्यादा सा बड़ा नहीं है,
हाँ
मान
छोटा ही है।
लिया।
नहीं,
हाँ
इवन आप
बट
देखिए, मैं तो थोड़ा इससे भी एग्री नहीं था कि आपने नेचुरल फार्मिंग में जैसे सोयाबीन में इधर 61 लिया और नॉन जो नेचुरल फार्मिंग में आपने 46 ले लिया। एटलीस्ट इक्वल तो होना चाहिए था। मैं उससे भी एग्री नहीं हूँ। बहुत सारी चीजें
जी
इसमें है ऐसी जो कि क्वेश्चनेबल
जी
है। बट चूंकि वो रिपोर्ट जो है वो पब्लिक डोमेन में है, और मैं चाहूंगा कि एक बार, खैर हमारे पास यहाँ तो ज्यादा वक्त नहीं है, लेकिन मैं आपको शेयर करूंगा एक बार। और मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा अजय जी से कि एक बार सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स को वो रिपोर्ट शेयर करें। और मैं आपको इनवाइट भी करूंगा कि पर्सनली हम लोग उसके ऊपर एक बार चैट करें या बात करें। आप ओवर द फोन भी मुझसे बात करें। मैं भी चाह रहा हूं कि उसके ऊपर और थोड़ा सा डिस्कशन किया जाए।
जी डॉक्टर
तो
साहब।
थैंक
एक
यू
बार
सर,
मैं
थैंक
आपको
यू।
शेयर करता हूं, आपको पूरी कंप्लीट रिसर्च रिपोर्ट। और उसके बाद हम लोग कभी भी फोन पे बात कर लेंगे।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू वेरी
थैंक
Thank
यू
you
मच।
डॉक्टर
so
साहब,
much,
थैंक
Dr.
यू।
Sahab. I have some more questions as the time extent. Uh,
हाँ
this Kumar Karthikeya Go is having some question. Please ask your
हाँ, बताइए,
question.
पूछिए।
Kumar
Good
Karthikeya.
evening, sir. I'm from Rajasthan, sir. And
हम्म
thank you, first of all, thank you, sir, for your informative session, sir.
हम्म
My question is, sir, राजस्थान में सर फार्मर्स अपने फार्मिंग सिस्टम को चेंज नहीं करना चाहते। वो जैसे
हम्म
फार्मिंग कर रहे हैं वो वैसे ही करना चाहते हैं, जैसे स्मॉल फार्मर्स हो गए।
हम्म
वो कैसे डीएपी गेर के या यूरिया डाल के अपनी फार्मिंग को हाई यील्ड लेके और उसको जितने प्राइस पे लोकल मार्केट में बिक रही है उसको उतने में बेच जाते हैं। वो
ठीक
अपनी
बात है।
फार्मिंग सिस्टम को चेंज नहीं करना चाहते। तो उनको मोटिवेट करने के लिए और उनकी फार्मिंग सिस्टम को चेंज करने के लिए क्या कर सकते हैं सर?
देखिए
क्योंकि
देखिए।
राजस्थान में बहुत से ऐसे फार्मर हैं सर, बहुत क्या लगभग 85% सर ऐसे फार्मर है।
हम्म
क्योंकि हम केवीके के थ्रू सर गए थे
हम्म।
अलग अलग गांव में, तो
जी।
सर्वे किया था, तो इससे पता चला कि जो फार्मर्स है वो अपनी फार्मिंग सिस्टम को चेंज ही नहीं करना चाहते सर।
हम्म। नहीं, आपकी बात से
तो
मैं
इसके
सहमत
लिए
हूँ।
क्या कर सकते हैं सर?
हाँ देखिए, एक्चुअली क्या होता है कि जो फार्मर है उसके लिए एग्रीकल्चर राइट फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग एक लिवलीहुड ही था। हाँ। और एग्री बिजनेस उसको कभी समझ में आया नहीं, तो हम कभी भी हमारे फार्मर को एंटरप्रेन्योर नहीं बना पाए, उद्यमी नहीं बना पाए। और इसी इसी कारण से उसने क्या किया कि जो वो ट्रेडिशनल खेती करता आया, बरसों से वही करता रहा और उसी को वो कंज्यूम करता रहा। अब जैसे आप देखेंगे क्रॉप डाइवर्सिफिकेशन, या हम जैसे यहाँ बात कर रहे हैं कि पेस्टिसाइड कम काम में लें या जो फर्टिलाइजर कम काम में लें, लेकिन और चीजों भी समझाते हैं, जैसे क्रॉप डाइवर्सिफिकेशन के लिए समझाते हैं। हम कहते हैं कि पानी की भी इवन इतनी जरूरत नहीं है जितनी फार्मर पानी दे रहा है, लेकिन फार्मर का ये मिथ है कि मैं ज्यादा पानी दूंगा तो क्रॉप बहुत अच्छी होगी। उसको भी बहुत जगह जगह समझाने की कोशिश की जाती है, लेकिन एकाएक वो नहीं समझता। अब देखिए, जो आप कह रहे हैं उसका एक सॉल्यूशन है कि अब फार्मर के बच्चे पढ़ने लग गए, क्योंकि मैंने अपने पास जो स्टार्टअप देखे हैं उसमें जितने स्टार्टअप्स मेरे पास आए 50% से ज्यादा स्टार्टअप फार्मर्स के बच्चों का है। और वो फार्मर के जो बच्चे हैं वो काफी पढ़े लिखे हैं, और पढ़े लिखे होने की वजह से उनको लगता है कि ये खेती इस तरह से नहीं होकर के दूसरे तरीके से होनी चाहिए। तो जो नई जनरेशन है, अगर हम नई जनरेशन को समझाएंगे, बताएंगे, कन्विंस करेंगे, तो मुझे पूरी पूरी उम्मीद है कि ये ठीक होगा। और आपने देखा, सरकार भी उसके लिए आईसीआर के इंस्टीट्यूशंस और स्टेट एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटीज का की हेल्प ले रही है, और वहां पर इस तरह के सेंसिटाइजेशन के प्रोग्राम हो रहे हैं। अब देखिए, कोई भी चेंज होता है तो रेसिस्टेंस तो होता ही होता है, आप जानते हैं अच्छे से, लेकिन धीरे धीरे वो इवॉल्व होता है। और हमारे यहाँ ये भी है कि अगर पास वाला खेत कुछ कर रहा है और उसके रिजल्ट अच्छे हैं तो मैं अपने आप करने लग जाऊंगा। एक ये भी हमने देखा है। तो एक ये भी तरीका है कि आप एक सोसाइटी में, एक कम्युनिटी में उसको एक्सपेरिमेंट करें। अगर वहाँ के रिजल्ट्स बहुत अच्छे आते हैं, जैसे मैंने अलग अलग पैचेस में देखा, उत्तर प्रदेश में मैंने देखा कि रीजनरेटिव फार्मिंग जो है उसको प्रमोट किया जा रहा है। एमपी में मैंने देखा कि भोपाल के पास के कुछ जगह पर जहाँ कुछ एनजीओज भी काम कर रहे हैं, तो वो क्लस्टर बन गया। अब उस क्लस्टर अप्रोच की वजह से उसके रिजल्ट्स बहुत अच्छे हैं। वो फार्मर अपने आप अडॉप्ट करते हैं, उनको किसी को समझाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती। तो थोड़े पेशेंस की जरूरत है, और क्लस्टर वाली जो अप्रोच है उसकी जरूरत है। मुझे लगता है कि वो एक दूसरे को देख करके ज्यादा उनको समझ में आएगा। बाकी हम कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग और ये सारा काम तो कर ही रहे हैं अभी।
जी, थैंक यू डॉक्टर साहब। और
जी।
इसके अंदर जैसे कल जो डॉक्टर हरिओम ने लिया था सेशन और आज डॉक्टर मनीषा ने लिया था, उसमें बताया था कि सीआरपीज हैं जो हमारी
हाँ हाँ।
सखी बनाई गई है इसके अंदर,
जी जी।
वो गांव
हाँ
के ही लोग हैं, गांव के ही किसान हैं।
हाँ।
और
हाँ।
हम जो एक एक क्लस्टर से 125 जो फार्मर्स को मोटिवेट कर रहे हैं, तो जो ग्राउंड
जी।
लेवल पे हमारे जो प्रीवियस सेशन में बताया गया था, तो
हाँ हाँ।
ऑब्वियसली कार्तिकेय जी, हमारे किसान जो है एक दूसरों को देख करके, उनके रिजल्ट्स को देख करके इसको अपनाएंगे, और समय के साथ में जो है प्राकृतिक खेती को बहुत सारे लोग जो है करने लग जाएंगे। So I hope it address your query. So there is one more question to Manisha. Is there any test or method to prove that the final product that it is chemical free or produced through natural farming to get premium price?
हम्म।
Dr. Manisha, please you may answer this.
Okay, as per the guidelines, there is no such lab test available, but the farmer can uh, send their produce to the private labs and can have the detail of the nutrition aspect of the produce. But there is no as such lab that can define that this produce is natural. The only certification is based on the farming practices followed by the farmer under the natural farming, uh, these principles. If the farmer is using the pesticides or fertilizer, the certification will be cancelled. Or if the government is initiating the Sitara system, that grade will be or stars will be down.
Okay, I hope it addressed Umesh's question. So now, with your due permission, sir, we may have two more questions.
या प्लीज।
Uh, I'm going to unmute Naveen Kumar ji. Please ask your question.
Good evening, sir.
गुड इवनिंग।
Myself Naveen Kumar.
जी
I studied agricultural and tribal development from Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda University,
वेरी
Ranchi.
गुड। जी।
I belongs from Jharkhand. Actually,
हम्म
my question is about geographical perspective of Jharkhand,
हम्म
where farmers having a small land holding capacity, and
हम्म
probably we all have been growing crops by organic farming or natural farming. If
हम्म
not, they are performing well on that. But
हम्म
my question, main part of the question is how they will go for the certification part as well as for the marketing of their commodity. This is the main striking points for them for
हम्म।
organic farming products also as well as for natural farming products also.
I
How
believe,
it can be?
yeah. I
Yes,
believe
sir.
the certification agency, like the state, has deputed some. I don't know. You have to find out the state who has nominated. I mean, which agency is working for the certification purpose. That you need to identify in Jharkhand itself. And second is the marketing related issue. Yes, for the organic farming, we have given one suggestion. The suggestion was like, if you look at this payment gateway system, where the people are using this barcode or the scanner, and through that scanner, they were making the payment. Can we have such kind of application where through scanner, can we see whether the product is, the certified or not? So that that particular that scanner may be on that particular shop, or the wholesaler, or the maybe the farm gate itself, or maybe the retailer. So the consumer or customer who's scanning that barcode can see whether certification has been happened or not. Why it is
Sir,
so? Yeah, please go
sir,
ahead.
I want to add something.
uh, uh,
This certification process, I have already told in my lecture also,
Session. Okay.
uh, that the Sitara system is already established in Himachal Pradesh. So
Okay.
probably it will be in long run, it will be also adopted in Haryana or Punjab, where the natural farming practice will be followed. So a
Uh-huh.
QR code is generated in for the produce, in which the
Mhm.
certification is also there, and the detail of the produce, whether which type of farming the farmer
Mhm.
has used, what type they produce, how much seed
Mhm.
he has used. So
Mhm.
all the details by using this QR code, the consumer
They'll
will
file.
have
Yeah.
all the
Right.
details regarding the
Right.
produce. It's already been
Right.
in the Himachal Pradesh. So
Okay.
by the time maybe it will be established in all over India.
Okay. That's good. Good information. Actually, for the marketing purpose, the quality marks, display of the quality mark is required anywhere. So through this digital coding system, which is one of the best system, so one can scan, or QR code can be scanned, and they can access. So once they are satisfied whether what they are buying, what they are purchasing, then there is no risk to the kind of payment what they have made, the kind of commodity what they have bought also, purchased also.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Saab. Like we have one more question
Mhm.
from Karan ji. Like, why is labor and time requirement considered a key economic barrier in natural farming, and how we can fix it in upcoming time?
Can you repeat please again?
Why labor and time requirement is the constraint or the barrier in natural
Uh,
farming, and how
uh,
we can work upon it?
when we want to change any kind of methodology, any kind of practice, the time is required, and it is not like the factory produce. So instant you are putting something, and the some other ways you are getting the production. So the thing is, it is a process. So you need to start that process, which include a lot of component, huh? And labor is also, you need to train them. And if you look at the side effects which has happened for the chemical farming or pesticide farming related issues, it has happened because of that laborers were not properly trained. They were not getting the right kind of equipments to measure the pesticide, to measure the fertilizer also, and that is why it has happened. The same thing is here. Now the new things is upcoming, so they need to be trained, they need to be convinced, and they need to follow the protocol. Until unless they will not follow, the results will not like at par. Whether results will not be, the encouraging results will not be available. So for that purpose, we need to have time, and we need to have the right kind of labor also. That's all. But it will take time, but later or sooner we have to adopt. Then why not now?
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Saab. I hope it addressed the participant query. And now we are going to end this session. But before that, we have one more last question from Mr. Afzal Patel. Please unmute and ask your query.
Sir, good evening.
Good evening.
How are you, sir?
Fine, thank you.
Nice to hear all of your lectures. Sir, I'm a large-scale farmer cultivating on a 60 acres.
Mhm.
I'm from Telangana.
Okay, great.
My question is, sir, at the district level, who is the right person to start a bioresource center? how you are appointing the bio research centers person?
Bio research lab or what?
Bio bio research centers.
Bio research center.
Yeah.
Okay. So my request is you try to connect with the agriculture department. In
Okay.
Telangana, I believe if you touch upon the marketing division, that will be good,
Okay. Okay.
right? Please connect with them, and
Okay.
you will find the right person.
Okay, sir. Thank you very
Okay.
much. Next.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Saab. And now this session comes to an end. I extend
Beat will
warm
go.
thanks to all the participants. Okay, so I extend my hearty congratulations and warm thanks to Dr. Ramesh Mittal, former Senior Director, CCS, National Institute of Agriculture Marketing, and Dr. Manisha Verma, National Farming Training Institute, Gurukul Kurukshetra, and all the participants to be a part of this wonderful session. And the attendance come feedback form link have been sent into the group. You please fill out that. And now we can end this session. Thank you. And if you still have any queries, email ID of Dr. Ramesh Mittal have been provided to you. You can mail him. You can contact him personally. So thank you so much. Have a nice day. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Dr. Saab. Thank you for your time, and thank you all the participants for their great time. I'm again apologize for the little bit glitch about the voice, and even my photo is again, you people are, you cannot see, some kind of technical fault is, I don't know, in my laptop is something is happening, but next time definitely we'll correct such kind of issues and we'll meet again. Thank you.
Ji, Dr. Saab. Ji, Dr. Saab. Thank you so much, Dr. Saab. Thank you to all.